And welcome to episode 12 of the Purplesticky podcast. So far, there are no technical difficulties because I'm the only one here. I think I should keep it that way because I always have technical difficulties and I don't want to leave this time. Now, before we get started, just want to let you know on our Instagram, link in bio to our website to get our EP signed. Now you can get it signed for $6. That price will change after the new year. Anyway, go hop on that, get that shit. I hope if you're watching us right now, you're watching from Twitch. We just joined that bandwagon, and I think I think now we're current. So tonight we're gonna do Purple Sticky presents Rake Yohn Science Hour. So without further ado, the man himself, Rake Yohn.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Always got to be the
What's up?
mustard.
Always mustard
So
with
you're
you.
done with all your testicular difficulties. You're good to go, Perp.
I think yeah, no one sounds like a monster right now. So tonight, before I pass the mic on to you, I'd like to introduce our guest tonight because ladies and gentlemen, Rake Yohn is hosting this show tonight. It's Rake Yohn Science Hour. I'm just here as one of his guests. So we have Leatherface and we have Jeremy and we have the famous Jimmy Castle. Is he here? Yeah.
What's up?
What's up? All right, everybody, get ready for the Rake Yohn Science Hour.
Panel. Good to see you all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is everyone good and tuned up for this particular discussion?
Yeah.
Tuned
Ready
up,
up.
lubed up and ready. Lubed
Cheers.
up and ready.
The panel's all paneled up. Okay, well, so welcome to the first inaugural Rake Yohn Science Hour. I do want to start this program by saying that it's my intention, hopefully, for subsequent Rake Yohn Science Hours to actually provide a pre-read to all the viewers and people interested in the Science Hour. So that way you can read up, join in the fun, give your opinions, give your dissenting opinions, what have you. So, yeah, that I'll work on, trying to be a little bit more proactive in the future about making sure that everyone has a chance to prepare for the show. My old friend, my buddy Brandon DiCamella would probably not be excited about the fact that people would be asked to do homework before an entertainment program. But for those that are interested in it, then yeah, we could all join in and have some fun. So today, instead of some of the dreary virus, pandemic, sickness talk that's been pervading the news, I figure we might start the first inaugural show with maybe something a little bit more uplifting.
Watching that flame dance up my taint.
Fire. That's pretty fucking awesome. That could take you to the next level. Yeah, so if you don't want to let your balls on fire, which is actually kind of cool, yeah, on a Thursday night.
I just like that flame dancing up my taint.
There you go. Flame it up. Maybe stimulate those neurons. You know what I mean? Stimulate that lymphatic system, that gysthatic system you got going on down there. Yeah. So to hopefully lighten it up this evening, the first thing I would like to discuss is, according to my research, the first phase 2B clinical trial using psilocybin has reached its clinical endpoint.
Woohoo!
So this particular trial was used to treat, I don't know if drug resistant is the right word, but so for people that have tried 2 different antidepressant medications per the article and have not had success, sometimes the prognosis can be pretty grim. There's a lot of people across the world that suffer from depression, and in particular resistant forms of depression to the treatments that are available. So I think per the article, 233 people were part of a randomized phase 2B clinical trial. I think it was in multiple countries to try to drown out any of the potential biases from dealing with certain populations. And from my reading, it reached a clinically meaningful endpoint. So the before I get too much into the details, maybe I could get some feedback from our science panel on what you think about using a psilocybin to treat illness.
What's psilocybin?
Mushrooms.
That would be
Mushrooms.
That's what I thought. That's what I
It's
thought.
the white
That's
stuff.
what I thought. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
It's the white.
I think it's great.
Psilocybin is in mycelium, the white stuff you'll see going into the shrooms.
Yeah, microdosing mushrooms is going to be, I feel, like a very big part of microdosing psilocybin, and it's going
How
to
do you do that?
You just take small
Well-
doses just to keep you happy throughout the day.
Yeah, it's
No,
very good
I
for
need an
mental
eighth.
health.
I need to see the elves.
This is going to feed right into the research we're going to discuss. So keep going, guys.
Okay.
I
I
don't
could
know,
win a
last
dance
time I did
contest
some
on an eighth of psilocybin.
Oh, you
Oh,
can
I
dance on an eighth? I can't.
Yeah,
dance.
man. It gets my legs moving.
I can see shit
You don't
dancing that's
wanna
not there.
The last time I did mushrooms, I ended up underneath a blanket for like 4 hours.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You done a turbo fist in it.
These
No, I
are
was
all
trying to make sure.
extremely valuable points of view. So
I don't need
have
mushrooms
on
for
one
that.
side,
I
I
bet.
think it was this side, the viewpoint that the potential that microdosing may have to treat different conditions, some of the potential benefits.
I
On
full on
the
believe
other
in that.
side,
Absolutely.
the hold on a second. We have technical difficulties here. There you There you go.
Jeez.
Cheese.
Jeez.
Here, you 1 second. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so
We're
my point
talking
of
about
view
the
on,
kind of thing that you should need. Here.
my point of view on depression
Yeah.
is
Bye-bye.
so a lot of intelligent people
Excuse that. Excuse that.
a lot of intelligent people face depression because
Absolutely.
the thing is
If I had a face like that, if it'd be
it's hard
depressed
for them
too.
to have a conversation with people that are intelligent because there's a lot of people that aren't
There we go.
intelligent, so they face a lot of depression through the things that they find unamusing. And
Like your shirt.
No, I mean, no.
my shirt is amazing. My shirt is freaking amazing.
His shirt, his shirt is depression.
That
We need some
inconsiderate
psilocybin.
viewpoint. Yeah, but
Beautiful.
that's a pretty
What are you
good point.
talking
You know what I
about?
mean?
Yeah, if I had to look at that, I'd be like, oh god.
Oh.
All right, sorry. Continue.
No, for real.
Okay.
Are we having serious conversation?
Sorry about that.
I'm trying. I'm seriously trying, brother. I'm trying. It's all you, Lil. Go ahead.
No, but you ripped on his shirt. That was funny. But no, I do like the point though that some people
Oh yeah, we'll get back to shirts pretty soon, Rake. You
that
spandex.
are there you go. Here's some high fashion here. No, but people maybe that are extremely intelligent, are depressed, being surrounded by idiots.
Sorry.
It causes a lot of problems in their personal life, professional life. That's a very good point.
Can I
But
say,
yeah,
can I say
so we
something?
got the microdosing versus the fuck microdosing viewpoints. So that was pretty good.
Also, another viewpoint is I think anxiety comes with a lot of depression also.
Absolutely. I have that. I deal with that issue every day.
Yeah, it's like the red carpet for it. Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Do you think that depression and anxiety have a lot to do with each other?
What I would say is I feel anxiety really spawns from having conflict within yourself and And psilocybin actually helps you to resolve those conflicts within yourself because it helps you to kind of solve those problems within yourself in a metaphysical way. And that's
It opens your brain up.
Absolutely. And it helps you kind of solve things within yourself spiritually that you wouldn't really, well, you would be able to solve necessarily, but you'd solve a lot quicker through psilocybin myself. And I could attest to that for sure. And it would help with anxiety.
Should food poison yourself regularly?
Damn.
But
Rake's muted.
Oh shit, muted. So here's a breakdown right here. So the dosing levels, I think, it was either 1, 10, 25 mgs. But let's say, considering the 10 and 25 milligram doses, the higher dose, like you might expect, the 25 milligram dose, I think had a clinically therapeutic benefit. Now, trying to look this up as to what that might equate to for the average user. So for those on the panel, if you've ever experienced psychedelic mushrooms in the past, what quantities, have you previously experienced?
7 grams.
holy shit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
7 grams. Yep.
The first
I'm
time
with him.
The first time I ever did mushrooms, it was
Went
blue
to the
caps. It was blue caps, and it was an eighth all to my face, and it was awesome. First time ever.
Mine was Cambodian.
Blue.
So quantity.
Gold caps. About 7. I'm with Leatherface.
So I
7.
think that equates to a quarter of an ounce.
I've
7
done,
grams.
I've done
Yeah.
about it.
A quarter.
I've done
It's a
an
quarter.
eighth. Is the most I've done. But no,
Okay,
like,
so my very limited
Like
research
half
this evening, so I think it's assuming, I think it was like 10 or so % by weight. The so if let's say about 3 grams or so was an eighth. So between a half an eighth and an eighth of average mushrooms were the dose that was given for the group that had the most therapeutic benefit. So if that is
someone
any,
had a good time.
any
Oh,
relation
so
to
really
your
it wasn't
experiences.
it wasn't microdosed in those cases. It was actually like tripping levels. is
Yeah,
what
so I
you're saying.
think like
Yeah,
per
definitely.
now the research I was able to find in this area, I would say was less than you know what I mean, academic in some regards. But
it wasn't.
there were some good sites that said
They weren't
like,
peer-reviewed
Smitty,
studies.
like
is
you're
what you're saying.
yeah, like I
yeah.
think they equated it to like a low dose, medium, high, and what they called an ultra high dose. So the ultra high dose was like the 5 gram plus range. I think you all are talking about.
Yeah.
The fun range.
Yeah, and that's like to wash the fuck out, you know.
Dude, 3.5 was a fun range. 3.5 made me start seeing shit that really wasn't there.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I mean. Like maybe people.
But these
more,
are good. These are good.
more or
shit.
less susceptible to it, but yeah, like I
It
would
depends on the
recommend more than a handful, which is about an eighth.
Yeah.
But
Like
yeah,
those
so-
ones that are, I forget what they're called, but the ones that are like orange with the white, like the Super Mario mushrooms. Like you could take quite a bit of them and still.
Yeah,
not-
like the bigger ones, but sometimes them little fucker ones from the West Coast, you better watch the fuck out.
Oh yeah, Rick
No,
knows
those
all
are
about
those are the baby. Those aren't anything to worry about, man. Those are good.
Yeah, that's
Those are yummy.
here. We'll do maybe we can do a little research of our own.
We should.
with the
Me and
esteemed-
talk about some more adventures back to California.
Yeah,
I
but
did,
so,
I did Cabenzies.
yeah. So for Schmitty, who seems to be into this topic, the I didn't read as much into the clinical protocol as I should have, but I did read something about 12 weeks. So, like I
Right.
said, the dose wasn't insignificant, and the duration wasn't insignificant.
Gotcha. It was like heavy shit, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like heavy, but depending on like what's heavy. to you, you know
Heavy
what I
enough.
mean?
Heavy enough to have an obvious impact on the study subject. basically.
Yeah, so let's
Yeah.
say like not like full blown dead tour, but maybe like
Yeah.
suburbanite on fish tour for
Oh,
6
fish
to
versus
6 to
dead.
8
I got
weeks.
you. Fish versus dead. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That
you know
makes-
what I mean.
That's
Like,
yeah.
let's eat a couple caps, man. Like, chill out.
I
for the
recommend
bar.
going to a concert like that.
You're saying like a bow. You're saying like a bow versus like a bow.
Yeah, like a dude. I think the concert ended 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Right.
What do we do?
That would be me. I'd be like, whoa.
Like all
They're
the
still
stars are
headbanging
gone,
3 days after.
including mine.
Yeah.
Like, nothing
Stuck in a corner.
Nothing but
They
a
call
field
fingers,
left.
but I never seen pink.
Yeah, so not definitely not that strong, but maybe more of a like
I like it to be mellow.
Well, if you want to go, if you want to go to the extreme,
it
if you want to go to
looks
the
like
extreme,
that trial is going to progress, and then we'll have to see what happens when it comes to psychedelic therapies and potentially, you know what I mean.
are you aware of the DMT experiments and DMT trials?
I mean, if you want to talk about,
I've
people
yet
have
to
told me
try
about this
DMT.
stuff. Like,
dimethyl and dimethyltryptamine.
yeah, I've heard
tried,
of people. So has anybody on this panel ever eaten that?
No, I've
I
tried
smoked it.
I've tried research chemical version of DMT and it was insane, but it wasn't quite the same. as
I smoked it, man. The third hit, I actually was launched from the planet into the sun.
Damn. See, that was
just
the
the
research
beginning.
chem.
That's
Yeah,
what's
that was
wrong
just
with
the
it.
that was.
Oh
That's
my
we said
god!
DMT.
I've heard similar
My eyes
accounts
were
saying
open.
that it's very difficult to try to equate the experience to those of us who are terrestrial beings. Maybe you can elaborate some.
Oh, it was a Stargate, all right.
For real?
I think what he
Yeah,
said
it
was
was
Stargate.
terrifying.
Did you really go into
He said
space?
Stargate.
I literally felt myself and watched myself launched from the Earth out into space, into the sun. Then I was somewhere else looking around. I was in like a fucking weird looking forest with these vines all around
I
me
think what he
tingling
meant
and
to say
shit.
is he
That's
was
cool.
was
That's so
Stargate.
fucking cool.
Stargate, yeah.
That sounds familiar to me, but it was PCP, not DMT.
No, this is DM. This is
Yeah, and
DMT.
so for those of us those
BCP.
listeners, for
Fuck.
those listeners that may not have had the same experience Leatherface, how long was the duration of this
12 inches.
interstellar journey?
It felt like hours, but I was actually listening for about 5 minutes.
That's
Damn.
what I've heard.
But it felt like I was there for 3 or 4 hours, just looking
It only
around.
took 12 inches to put him in space, though.
Yeah, for sure. Half of that
Salvia?
got me in space.
Not even
Salvia
Elon
is
Musk can do
similar
that
to
shit,
that.
right? Fucking,
That was half the size of Ron
right,
Jeremy.
Jimmy Castle. That's a big rocket.
Right? The little red rocket.
The red rocket all the way there.
We'll
Salvia is
conducting our
similar to-
experiment.
There you go.
Sorry,
Let me
Salvia.
tell you something about
Salvia
salvia.
divinorum. Who was talking about
Salvia
that?
is not
Yeah,
for
yeah.
normal people.
Salvia divinorum.
Salvia, it's similar in the concept of it, where it's like you smoke salvia and you're gone for half an hour, but in reality, it's
fucking
only
roller
2
coaster
seconds.
ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
You know
know.
that-
We have to
you
do
know
some
that-
experiments.
You know
Salvia
the
does
crazy
nothing.
guy in the movies? He just goes, and then he turns into somebody else.
You gotta do
That's
like the
salvia.
180 salvia. Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
it's
salvia-
terrible.
Oh,
Salvia's
the
terrible.
extract,
It's
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
terrible. I would
I
never
feel
do
like I was
salvia
having
again.
a stroke. I don't know what it was. It was weird.
So,
I felt like I was in
maybe you guys
Legoland. I was in Legoland on
I think I was gonna
salvia.
die.
It was terrible. Yeah.
this is another thing that I've heard commonly, but so I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe Schmidt or one of the others can comment. So back when I was in college, buddies of mine, I guess salvia it's actually a weed that kind of grows wild.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a substitute for teas in some cultures.
Yeah,
I
and they
guess.
found some like out in the fucking like sticks out past Penn State, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so these guys like cut it down, tried it out, and per your experiences, which I'd like to recount, they said that it was one of the most horrible
Yeah, it's terrible.
things that they've ever done
Yeah,
in their
yeah.
entire life.
Yeah, salvia sucked.
When
I
I did,
hit
when I
some.
did
I hit
salvia,
some. Go ahead.
my brother was like, "Here, try this," and I was like, "Okay." what is it gonna do to me? And he wouldn't tell me. He's like, you just gotta try it.
That's what I was saying.
I sat back in a chair. He said, just get some oxygen in your system going. I did like some breathing exercises and shit. And I built up my oxygen.
Needs blowjobs.
And then I hit that shit. And he said, keep going. So I hit it like I was smoking.
Yeah, you hold it.
His favorite joint was actually a dick. Yeah, we know.
And then I held it in.
I bet.
I held it in. Right?
Yeah, you held it in.
And he said, let it out slowly. So I let it out slowly.
Whoa.
All of a sudden, like him and his wife were sitting there. When I did it. Their fucking faces melted off their body.
That's what I hear.
That's
what I hear. Faces come off.
About right.
And it was like I was on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
See,
a real quick ride.
Believe it or not, I sat when it was like the biggest thing ever, Salvia. I think it was like 2005 or something. I was so excited. Me and my friends, we got it. We all get in a circle. We're sitting in this room, right?
Circle.
Everybody's like, this girl said the same thing. She's like, why is everybody's fucking faces flying off? And she's just like freaking out. And she's like backing up from us. Everybody had their own experience one by one. I pack it up, hit it, and I was like Jim Brewer on Half Baked. I was like,
I bet.
What? I was like, what? Nothing happened, and that pissed me off so much.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Well, dude, I hit the
test.
You have to hold it in far enough to where like it like you're like almost gasping.
About to pass out.
So,
yeah.
My first time was the extract.
That's me.
So I took a bong rip of the extract.
Cool.
And I blew it out in about 10 seconds. I feel like I was in the water world, like I was in the water. Like I couldn't breathe. I felt like everything was slow, like I was in fucking
I had
water.
That. I couldn't breathe was one of my things. But for me, it was like everything turned in. For me, everything kind of turned into blocks. Like everything I saw in that instance,
that's Matrix shit.
Turned into like blocks and kind of just melted. If I could, that's the only way I can explain it.
Y'all can't handle your shit. That's all this is. That's some pussy shit.
This is probably a reason that salvia was not used to help these people that were experiencing.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not a therapeutic
psychological
drug.
Conditions.
No,
absolutely no.
So this esteemed research panel would not suggest smoking a big J of salvia if you're having like stuff.
No. If I had to suggest figuring your shit out, if you had to figure your shit out, I would suggest like pot. Shrooms or acid, to be honest. Acid does help too.
Or maybe all three before salvia.
All right, Jimmy.
Me and Leatherface were working at we were trimming. And this guy comes in, he's all, hey man, you want to hit this wax? It was live resin or something. I'm like,
rosin.
I've been smoking marijuana products for years.
Whatever it is.
Obviously.
I hit this shit.
He's selling Tone Look. I
hit this shit. And all of a sudden I felt like I was working for aliens and shit, and they were watching us. We're processing weed and shit. I was tripping out. That shit was, I don't know what it was, but it was like it was
rosin. It was fresh pressed rosin. But the weird thing is, he's one of like 4 people that took a big hit of the rosin off the bong and said they seen alien. They're in like a room with aliens looking down, like we're in a lab, and up around top is like aliens looking down on us. There's like 4
You remember when I told you that though?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like almost into like an observatory room. Like you're.
Yes.
It was crazy.
That's insane.
Right. Well, see, that's the thing. Like with what you're saying,
the
like
FBI were involved in shit. It was weird.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like they're there all the time, and you're in a pod in a matrix, but you just
escape for
a second.
And they're just like,
I just think you guys are lightweights. Is all. That's all.
I'll give you some of that DMT that I had, and let yourself get shot through the sun in this time.
We gotta get Tristan. We gotta get Tristan fucked up.
Let's get me a suitcase. Hunter S. Thompson.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I think he's calling me out to a joint off.
Yeah.
Are you calling
Boys,
me
I
out
think
for
we're
a
gonna have
smoke
one
off?
crazy summer.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm down for that. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
fucking
so I think
go.
we're figuring it out.
Anybody in this room?
Look like
Please.
clinically they've got some benefit. Stay away from the salvia if you don't want to have, like set your
Base
treatment
supply.
back a year to a decade. I don't know some of the other things. I should probably look into some of the other investigational treatments for
Peyote.
like psilocybins or some of the other
Peyote,
versus,
cactus.
Yeah, I want to try peyote.
I think
once.
some of the
Me
other
too.
like
Rake,
those
he was,
like
one
related
of the
alkaloids.
UFOs.
What
What's
people
that
are looking
tea?
into in that regard. But yeah, the
What's that
mushrooms
tea that
they
people
could be
do?
coming.
Hamaska?
It's like
Hamaska.
yeah, that Indian tea, and that's like supposed to be just as bad or worse, or not be worse or
Hey,
better.
drink
whatever.
you drink this big
Mellow.
jug of brown slimy shit, and you fucking throw up an hour later than you're fucking
What,
La
the
La
tea?
Land for 3
Oh,
days.
Yeah.
You have a revelation, you throw up, you shit,
Fuck
life's different.
Kowalska or something like that.
Ayahuasca.
Kowalska?
Yes, ayahuasca.
Peyote.
No, dick. It's a
Peyote makes you
Southern
throw
American
up.
thing. They have peyote too make you throw up, of course. And San Pedro cactus. I got a real fun time on that.
The San Pedros, man. I remember one time, dude, they were selling that shit at ShopRite. This is like 20 years ago. Motherfuckers, my buddies bought like every one.
Oh yeah, you have a good time on that.
But you got it like so Leatherface. Tell the panel your experiences with San Pedro. How do you prepare it?
You kind of juiced it, to be honest, and just fucking drank the
you
slimy
juiced
green
it,
shit.
all right.
Yeah.
How many inches did you juice?
About 6 or 8.
Yeah, I heard between 6 or 12 inches.
Yeah.
To be thoroughly juiced.
Oh, all the way through.
Don't lie, you went all the whole 12.
Josh
No.
Guerrero, I love beer. Josh Guerrero, my buddy's watching.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
well,
so,
like
I mean, we
lotion.
may have kind of beat this with a dead horse, but I'll
I like lotion.
I will look. I'll keep with the keep up the research in this area, and then let this esteemed research panel know any of our findings. I thought another interesting topic to discuss is space warfare. So how much
Space
you guys
Force.
are aware of space warfare?
That
Watching that flame dance up my taint.
that was the start of it right there.
there it was.
I think that's going to be fought with lasers.
Lasers. Well, I think
the
it was
laser.
today or sometime this week, the
Laser.
Russians fucking blew up a fucking satellite for no reason with a fucking rocket, and now there's shit flying again, all fucking over the lower
Oh, geez.
atmosphere. People in the
Accidental, I'm sure.
space station had to fucking duck for cover. So that's that's where we are right now when it comes to the space race. So what do you guys
You
think
see
about
China's-
the future of space? What,
You see
what, where do you
China's
think we're
new
going with
I think there's a
you see
good
China's new
future out
laser
there.
fucking gun. They basically like
I think they
What
can
was
find out a lot about medical stuff in space.
Oh, you mean with the hypersonic fucking rocket technology they just have?
yeah.
We had
Yeah,
that
yeah.
50 years ago. I'm sorry.
So some
Yeah,
of the
you know, I
hypersonic
wouldn't
rocket
doubt it.
shit's pretty cool. We could discuss
So,
that a little bit more. If you
they're
want.
they're just promoting fear. I mean, China just got that. We had it a long time ago. So
Yeah, it is.
you know
It was
what,
put there. It was put in the media for a specific reason, and that was anti-China animosity. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
it's one of those things you probably wouldn't want to tell anybody about if you got it, because those fucking things are fast as
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh yeah.
We have lasers in space.
Yeah, we got freaking Star Wars, okay?
We got freaking laser.
We have
I
freaking
do like,
lasers.
Laser beams, sharks with laser beams.
Freaking
Jimmy
Laser
Cannon talked
beams.
about the potential for medical research. I thought I heard Leatherface going, medical? You don't got to go all the way to space to get medical. I got my card right here.
I mean, research
When
on
the fuck did I say that? That wasn't me.
That wasn't you? That wasn't your medical
that
card?
was Purplesticky.
No, that wasn't me.
You don't
Oh,
got to
wow.
get the space rosin?
Yeah, you guys
Space
can't.
Roslin.
When you don't see my face, I can impersonate certain people.
That Roslin was good. Jimmy still sounds like Tone Look from it.
Yeah, well, I would like our producer and our esteemed and our boss Leatherface. I think we might have to get a small snippet of either Wild Thing or one of Tone Look's other many hits, to play as a little drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, space is where it's fucking at.
Yeah, space.
Laser, give me my space back.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so I guess the millionaires going into
Final
space.
frontier.
You know what I mean? Millionaires are fucking I guess I don't know what you call it. Space Star Wars.
Star Force.
I think if they could just set up, some more party spots in space.
We're gonna call them Rump Rangers.
When we were growing up.
Well, we already occupy the moon. I mean, it was already ancient ruins there of aliens before we even got there and discovered anything. But we already occupied Mars and the moon. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Oh yeah, I believe
at
so.
least the moon. At least the
moon. But I think moon's more ancient. I think Mars is.
Well, we already know that you've been to the sun.
What do you think?
Yeah, I already been to the sun.
He already went that way.
Slingshotted to the sun. Yeah.
He already went through the number one, fucking Jimmy. He's going for the number two now. The sun and the moon.
What do you think of the moon shit? Like the moon. What do you think of the moon being like artificial? That shit's crazy.
I don't think it's artificial. I just think it was just pummeled and destroyed a long time ago.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's just crazy that
somebody out there operating the lights.
Oh yeah.
It's like the genitalia of someone on this panel, pummeled and destroyed.
The Rake Yoncho.
Isn't there supposed to be like something hitting the Earth soon from space?
A solar flare,
a meteor or something,
or a gamma.
That solar flare came from Tilly's asshole.
It might have.
So solar flare. Science-wise, they're trying to find all the objects that are of a size big enough to cause some sort of major catastrophe, and then make sure all those are mapped and traced. The hard part is, though, I forget the name of the effect. I should know it because this is a fucking science show. But the way that sunlight over thousands of years can impact the trajectory of an asteroid or other object, flying around in orbit. That
really just because of the photons.
Harder to calculate.
Yeah, I'm sure. But the moon and its ratio to the Earth compared to the sun and its relative distances, to me that's what I'm talking about. Is I don't know, that's almost like too coincidental to be. It's too strange to be a coincidence.
It's kind of funny you say that. The coincidence is part of what keeps us alive.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do you think that we're falling, or do you think that we're floating?
It all depends on if it's the beginning of the show. Or the
That's no perspective.
The only thing's floating is semen in your throat.
Leatherface. So let's take the pulse of the science panel. Okay. Are you floating or are you falling right now?
I think I'm. I think I got a shit.
Too much floating. I'm floating.
So I'm falling, I guess.
It's
falling out of my brown star.
The Leatherface is dropping.
Your brown star? Your brown star?
My brown star, David, yeah.
What about
your chocolate starfish?
My chocolate starfish.
Flying, floating, in between.
In between.
Who's got a flyer? Who's got a floater? Come on, who's in between?
In between.
So you circling right now?
I'm in betwixt.
Oh yeah.
Circling the flyers and the floaters.
Yeah, it's spiraling. Yeah, it's spiraling downward.
There's been certain times in my life, I'll say, depending on the state I was in, where I think you can kind of feel the motion around the fucking sun. I kind of wish that you weren't fucking flying that fast.
Yeah, I know. I got shot straight into it. Yeah, it was great.
I want to hear more about this. I want to hear more about this journey. So it seems like, Leatherface, you have a good recollection of this interstellar journey of yours.
Yeah, it was. I've had hallucinogenics, shrooms, acids, the whole 9 yards, and nothing made me hallucinate to that extreme with my eyes open. To like a full apparition, a full seeing something else. Shrooms is always about wavy things and laughing my ass off. Acid was kind of the trippity colors, enhancements. But this was a whole new experience.
That's insane.
So literally seeing yourself get launched off the earth, flung into fucking space, my fat ass.
That's insane. Yeah.
So let's take it back
seeing
to
it
the beginning,
feeling it.
So
because
let's take it right back to the beginning. So
Okay.
what? So this was a smoked substance?
Yes, it was a yellow substance. Yes,
Crack.
kind of sappy.
How big was the slingshot?
I didn't see a slingshot. It was just straight from the chair out, man.
So
Had to be a
so I'm
big-
assuming it was a bong or a pipe or something like that. You were sitting back.
It was actually a pipe.
So a pipe,
Found meth pipe.
So
one or two big puffs.
three.
Was it a 12-inch pipe?
So you
So-
couldn't just do one or two.
Well, you're supposed to. You're supposed to get to the three. You're supposed to get to the three. If you get to the three, then you're off.
Oh, so that's it.
Yeah.
The licks to the center of the Tootsie Roll.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
3 tugs.
Yeah. Three licks, you're gone. Kind of like
Okay,
Chick-fil-A.
12. Was it a 12-inch pipe?
Yeah, it was.
So at that point, Leatherface, you said your eyes are open. So what? You probably put the pipe down.
I dropped it.
So you dropped it.
I dropped it.
The
you
slingshot
dropped it.
ride was so fast, he dropped it.
Eyes wide open, and then what? You just started moving.
No, I was still. Yeah, everything just went from the house I was sitting at to flying from where I was at straight through everything, straight off the ground, straight through clouds, looking down and seeing.
So you just accelerated right from your seat.
I just fucking got launched right the fuck out of my chair, right into space.
Where does that come from, though? Like,
Fuck if I know.
He probably
so,
farted.
so let's keep going with this because you
Okay.
may have something.
Oh, I
there,
always
you know?
wanted to
You
do
may have
that.
had
So
some
I got
acid
launched
reflection.
right towards the sun. And as
So
soon as
you
I
were
got-
looking at the sun. Did you look back towards the earth? Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
that
yeah.
motherfucker?
I'm
Really?
flying. I'm flying.
saw
I'm
the
flying
Earth?
towards the sun.
You
Yes.
saw the Earth? That's
Yes.
insane,
Oh yeah.
man.
I was flying.
Was there
That's
smoke
crazy.
coming out of your ass?
Shit like that. Shit like
I
that makes
didn't-
me. Shit like
Sounds like
that
a
makes me
Radiohead
believe. Stuff like that makes me believe in like the whole electromagnetic. Where like if you ever heard the theory that the universal center is the source of our. It's kind of like a hive mind mentality, and we are all projections like our through electromagnetic waves. The universe, its actual frequency is a huge influence on our behavior and our actual experience on this planet. Is just because the frequency of the universe and everything relative to that.
I'm sure it could
Yes.
be.
I don't think I've smoked enough weed to
Yes.
understand what you're saying.
I think you're on like that next.
You
level
kind of
right
lost
now.
me at vibration.
Hey, man.
So I'm just
Totally
talking,
understand
like,
what
while we
he's
still got
saying.
some time, I want to dig into this. So you accelerated through the house, like
Directly
past
up,
the
straight
earth.
up,
So at
straight
this
up.
point, you're moving. How long
Yeah.
did it take you to get to the sun? Do you think?
It felt like 20 seconds. It was
So about
fast. It
20
was
seconds.
fast.
You could probably calculate the speed if somebody had a calculator.
Yeah,
You know, the distance
It
to
felt.
the sun.
It felt
You probably
20
could.
seconds.
that would
You
actually
could
be valuable.
calculate the acceleration.
But so I'm flying towards the sun. I'm looking back. I can see everything, and right before I hit
So
the
how
sun,
many miles is the sun from us?
Impossible.
right before I get to the sun, all of a sudden
Millions.
everything fades into like a jungly looking forest.
How many miles is the sun from us?
Millions.
Oh God!
Yeah, but
Like
what's
a
I
the,
million
need a
something?
calculator. Here,
Google.
hold on a second.
hold on, where's Google?
Yeah, Google's the correct
Christ.
option.
Yeah, we need some sort of a system for the show.
We need Google.
You could probably
Reach
even
your
calculate. You could probably even calculate like what frequency you were on if you were hypothetically able to travel that fast. What frequency you would be on if you were able to
You'd be
travel.
crushed
Hold on a
just
second.
traveling in your own skin.
Screen
Well,
share.
the weird thing,
If
the weird
it-
thing is,
if it
the
was
weird
real.
thing, the weird thing is I couldn't see my body, my feet, my hands,
You weren't in your body anymore.
Okay, yeah,
didn't-
so that's what Jeremy was
Let's get
saying.
to the bottom of
Okay.
this. Hold on a second.
You were a projection.
Screen share, Google.
You were just your soul. You
Tell
were
me.
just your soul.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
And then look up the distance from Earth to the sun.
All right,
You
let's see.
bitch.
I'm on my
And
phone.
that changes.
So it looks like what, about 4 or so million miles a second?
Damn.
Telly's got this.
Hold
It's
on,
probably something like that, though.
It's
I
just
love
something
that
like
type.
magically
Delicious.
drug-tastic. This could never happen. in
Magically
real life.
delicious.
Yeah, so I'm thinking 4 or 5 million miles an hour past the sun. And so then once you made it past the sun,
With the weight.
You think you made it to another planet? You were going even faster?
It's like
Wouldn't
it's
exist anymore.
91 million miles.
Per
That's
hour.
light.
Damn.
That
That's
makes
how
sense.
far away the sun's supposed to be.
Per hour.
No, that's just period. How far?
How
the sun
far?
is.
How far it is?
So,
Yeah,
but
you would
if he
you
traveled
divide that
as
by
light-
20 seconds.
It's like driving to Pittsburgh. It's really far, but like
Yeah,
further than
it's
that.
pretty far. Yeah, it's pretty far.
But not if you're light.
And it
So
takes.
you guys-
It feels like forever. It feels like
So
forever.
my
but it's
thing
not.
though is if he was accelerating exponentially, he made it to the sun that quick, but 20 seconds later, he might have made it to the next planet.
Well, right before I impacted
Where the fuck
the
did
sun,
you go after the sun?
right before I went into the sun, because I got pretty close. Everything turned to orange, and I was like in like a foresty jungle area.
Can
and
you
it was
send the
like,
executioner an invite?
So
Yeah,
he
hold on.
slingshotted around the sun and then ended up in like a habitable planet.
No,
It
he
was-
went to
it was-
the
it
he
was
went to the
orange.
galactic. He went to the Galactic Federation inside.
it was orange and glittery. It was
You know
really
what the
weird.
real fucked up thing about it is, though?
So it was like it was orange glittery. You think it was like kind of part like enveloped in energy.
You know what the real
It
fucked
felt,
up
it felt
part
like
of
it felt like
was?
a different. It felt like somewhere else. It just felt like some. It was I don't know. The
A
air
different
was there.
plane.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was interesting.
The fucked up
I
part
was
about
thinking
it.
it
how
was
long
more
did you hang
literal
out
at
there?
first.
He ended up.
It
back
felt
where
like
he
I was
started.
there. I felt like I was there for hours.
Damn.
Hey,
So
can
what
we
can we
prank
do for
executioner?
I mean,
Hey,
let
real
me
quick,
think,
can we
we've hung
prank?
out for hours. I try to forget about those hours. I just know the trouble we got in let's say between 1 and 3 hours. So what did you do for 2 hours on another?
I was just looking at plants, digging around the ground, looking up
You were like
flipping up
hanging
rocks.
out. You were like checking shit out.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't see my
crazy.
hands. My hands were there, but I couldn't see them. I was able to move things, and I can.
You were like investigating and shit.
Yeah, I was looking around. I was like I didn't know who I even was or what I was. and
You
where
were
I
like
was even at.
exploring. You were exploring a new plane. Like
As
I
with,
think
with,
he
with
might
an
have transferred
erased
consciousness.
with an erased memory. I didn't
I
know
would-
Hey.
who I was. or
I
what
would
was.
subscribe to that. Like that, I would believe that too because that's just like real to me. I think it's real, and it goes back to the whole frequency thing. Like if you're on a
You're
different
gonna shut the
frequency,
fuck up.
if you're on a different frequency, technically
I am.
you could exist on a completely different existence because
Oh.
the only reason this existence is perceived the way it is because frequencies behave the way they do. So if frequencies could hypothetically behave a different way, then existence would be completely
Like we
different.
almost existed on the mustard planet for a couple.
Everything,
And then
yeah,
it switched
everything's
back.
vibrations. You were almost on the mustard vibration. Yeah.
Real quick, is Executioner going to be joining us?
Yeah, I sent him the link.
Okay, Ray, can you do me a favor when he pops on?
Yeah.
Can you tell him one of our experiments was to see who could make it look like they were, who was making it look like they were shaking dice more in real life, and try to get him to get it
You mean
like
you
this.
mean like this? You mean like this?
Just try to get him to look like he was, because we were in a small
How
frame.
am I going to
So-
ask him to shake dice into his own mouth?
No.
Well, you're like this.
He's
He
from
might be-
Florida,
he
might be down.
California, where they fucking get, you know what I mean? Where they're made examples of because of behavior like that.
Listen, like,
Let alone take 2 hands
We,
of dice and shake them in your
yeah,
mouth.
you're
Ridiculous.
do that.
Jeez.
Say, ask him what it would look like if you were shaking dice in both hands simultaneously. See if you can do
Yeah,
it.
both hands. But then also like also like really surprised at the same
Here it
time.
is.
So you're shaking dice, but then you're also really surprised.
Wait,
I
we have a question. We have a question. So,
Excuse
Yeah, I heard
me.
about the dice. I heard about that shit.
see? Yeah,
Look,
look,
it's
you
all in the
see,
spirit of
Oh,
science.
even if we got him
Look,
to do it.
We
You
needed
can't,
to
you can't
know.
bypass me, Purplesticky.
We need to know scientifically if you could do that.
You guys are ruining the
No, I
science
can't.
hour. We are not talking about
No,
oral
aliens
probability
didn't
of
talk
dice
to me.
shaking.
No.
No, I can't. Telly, that's more on Face's element.
Yeah. So
Face,
we had a question
and
from
Rake
the
is good
audience.
at that.
Hey, I got something for you,
So
X.
to get you
Right.
to get you up to speed, X, we're talking about one of Leatherface's interstellar journeys caused by a terrestrial substance. So he said he took 3 giant hits of DMT and then accelerated into another. We're not sure if it's a different plane of
Got something for you,
existence,
Face. Sell it.
or if it was maybe a terrestrial transference of consciousness. But were there other aliens or like beings you talked with on this planet?
I didn't see anything alive other than weird looking insects.
So insects and like fucking and like vines and shit, like plant life.
A lot of plants. Yeah, a lot of plants.
So when it was time to leave Planet Leatherface, how did you know?
I completely fucking snapped out of it. No, I was. No, I took a shit afterwards, but I didn't shit myself or anything. No, I woke up on the floor.
So you were no
On the
longer
floor.
in the chair.
Yeah, I was no longer in the chair.
So so according to the way that you felt, it was like, would you say that you really left?
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like you really flew out and then ended back up on the
It was so realistic. It was so like I can see exactly what was going on. I don't know. To see it and feel it, to see it
maybe,
and
you
feel
know,
it.
like you're talking about cosmic frequencies, all this other shit. Maybe maybe your brain, just like a radio, fucking just tuned into another fucking dude. Thank God it wasn't Jimmy Castle at the wrong.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to get caught at the wrong time, being
Yeah, Leatherface.
Right.
Or Purple,
You'll never have a normal
Purplesticky
voice.
doing
It'll always be
investigation, you know what I mean? At like 1:30 a.m.
Crazy.
As soon as the show's over, it goes from like world famous Jimmy Castle to world famous Deep Throat.
Yeah, we can do that.
Like, I'm my own podcast. Guys, not going that far.
$20.
Maybe we've had enough.
$20 is
$20
$20.
now. So let's take it down a notch. So the new Pam Anderson movie is coming out, I hear.
Oh,
Take it
God.
down a notch. What's she?
Like, how do you jack off to the first one?
Now, like a biopic or whatever the fuck it's called. You know
Tommy
what I mean?
Lee,
Like
aka
when,
the baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tommy Lee's it's a cop killer, man.
He's a walking
Fuck that.
tripod. Yeah, human tripod.
It's supposed to be the dude who was Winter Soldier. That's who's playing Tommy
Have you
Lee.
guys ever seen
really?
Leatherface dressed up?
Yeah.
Like Bob?
all those drugs. I'm surprised he fucking was able to get it up.
You guys ever seen Leatherface dressed up like a blonde woman?
Yeah, everybody's seen it.
You dressed up like a blonde woman?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
no,
curious.
like a fat chick.
That's pretty hot.
No, it's not. It's
Interesting.
Only on days that end in Y.
Yeah, we'll bring it up on the next show. I ain't gonna
What-
download.
what
I ain't gonna incriminate myself and download it and show it.
Hey, you should play that video, man. Man or mouse.
He's like,
Man or
"Find
mouse,
that part."
motherfucker.
Why does it start to just inexplicably drop off?
And he wants to talk about my shirt.
All right, keep talking. I'll bring it up.
He wants
So
to talk
the,
about
And only on days that end in Y.
Oh, shit.
So you're saying Winter Soldier's playing tripod Tommy Lee?
Yep. I watched the
I'm
making
sure
of some of that shit. I don't know if it's gonna be a movie or like a couple episode series on Hulu or Netflix. I don't know. Does anybody know what's gonna be on?
Sounds like a porn. He said tripod.
The tripod.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I'm guessing they're not going to have the video on episode 1. They're going to make people wait that one out.
The video sucked anyway. It was just awesome for the time when it came out.
It was pretty hilarious though. Some of the moments, like the
All
haunting
right, here we
of the
go.
horn.
I'm gonna bring up the screen here.
That's probably a first in legal
Nobody
adult
drink or eat.
content.
Where the fuck is it? There it is.
Ready?
When he smashed his own wiener into the boat horn to make it go like meh, meh. That's
Here
kind
it
of,
Rick,
you know what I
Rick.
mean? That was pretty clever.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah,
Face
unique.
looks like a hot chick on this video.
Check
I
it
would
out.
say hot chick.
Hey man, you know Jimmy Castle. You know you would blow the wad on the when he's on the pole, when he's on the pole, shaking at
Only if
it.
it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
After a
No
couple
other
of big
choice.
joints of salvia, he might if he didn't jump off a bridge, maybe he did it.
Wow.
If I didn't have a choice.
Shut up.
I didn't have a choice.
He had a choice, and he chose pretty
There's
good.
always a
That's
choice.
good face.
My second
Fuck
choice.
off.
Mon. Good face, Mon.
I can't keep my shit together.
What are you
All
doing?
right.
Masturbating to yourself?
Where the hell's the video at,
Yeah, what the
motherfucker?
fuck?
Where's it at?
What's going on?
Put the video on. Put the video on,
It's there.
motherfucker.
He's over
You
there
you
jerking
scared?
off to it.
It was there.
Like a weirdo.
Right here.
I love
There it
how
is.
he can be like so dark in the room. You know what I mean? Everyone's like,
Yeah, like we don't know what the fuck's going on.
All we see is the shadow going up and down.
You guys see the video?
you don't know what.
No.
Put the video on,
No.
No, we
motherfucker.
can't.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so let's go out on the video of Interstellar Leatherface
Son of a bitch.
taking it another direction.
Hey, Rake, I got a surprise. Hold on.
That was a surprise.
No, this
Oh,
was.
shit.
That was not a surprise.
Oh,
What
there's
in the fuck? What do we
What,
got
he-
here?
he
Where'd
passed-
he go?
He fall over or something? It was a magic trick.
Disappeared.
Stop making me laugh. Damn it. I got too fucked
All
up.
right.
Anybody want to check on him? He might be
got
having
something for you.
We're all checking our doors and windows.
We'll turn this up, man. I got to turn the light
Oh,
up
there
so
he
you
is.
can really see it.
We
It's,
thought you were having a seizure.
It's going to be a good one.
Is that Sammy Hagar?
No.
Yeah, they're talking about you, Rake.
All right, Rake, here we go. I've got something for you.
All right. Oh
Ah,
yeah.
it's fucking disgusting.
No.
Mmm.
Doing. Mustard boy. Mustard boy.
Mmm.
Blech.
Mmm.
Mustard, please.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
No. It's, why do you guys do that? Why don't you just put it on watermelon?
Oh,
Get it over with.
Yo,
Put some
no,
salt,
where
put
is
some
that
watermelon.
video? Where is that
Drizzle
video?
that mustard on
Where
there.
is that?
Oh, the watermelon one. All right, coming up. Stand by.
That's
Yes.
disgusting.
Oh, put that video on, motherfucker. You know what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
That's like
see it.
purple.
I don't see it.
Mouse,
Going down
motherfucker.
on Jimmy Castle.
I don't
see it.
Like fucking gargling.
It's on the channel, motherfucker, with Dirty Twig. You know that. It's on off the
watermelon?
hook.
The most
That's-
important
that's
thing
what
to
I'm
take
talking
from this being a science show,
Eating Cheetos.
but the most important thing to take from this being like a science show, is that what Executioner has proven right now is that he can gobble a load of viscous float.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got something for you.
He gobbles it
He
right up.
enjoys it.
Here's some Fritos right here.
It's fucking disgusting.
Look, I got something for you. Oh, come on
Actually,
now.
This could be like one of them like fetish videos.
That actually sounds pretty
I
good
think
right
what
now. I'll
he's
do
proving is
that.
he can take 2 loads.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
It's like watching like certain forms of like adult video that I don't enjoy watching.
Well,
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
that's
too.
not
Like
bad,
them
though.
girls that like girl takes a load, like just put it in a wine glass for me. He's like, yeah, put it on some Fritos.
Two French's, 1 cup. I'm not down.
It's peanut butter jelly
right.
time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There you go. There you go. There you go.
We are back.
Did I get kicked off the show? Okay.
No,
So
we're
here's
back.
the deal, people.
Now we got 5 minutes.
So we've discussed psilocybin being used to treat depression, maybe other ailments. We've got some good viewpoints from the panel. We talked about space conflict, which then evolved into DMT astral projection, which, I mean, could have gone worse. Could have been worse.
You know what you should do at the end of your shows, dude?
And
What you
someone
should start
sucked off a
doing-
bottle of French's. I mean,
You should do.
it wasn't too bad of a first episode.
Get
Well,
launched
wait.
to the Neverland
At the
Ranch.
end of your shows, you should have like one of us, because I got a question. Ask you something that we don't know if it's like real, like if it's a fact or if it's like a myth.
So maybe
So,
we'll
like-
do like a 10-minute rapid fire. You know what I mean? Like ask Rake.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
here,
people,
like,
people could join in. If other people don't call in, you guys can ask questions.
okay. You know, one thing that is always I got my
Spill it,
question real
damn it.
quick. What is up with you know how they say like girls' complexions are better after they like swallow a load? Is that true?
Wait, when they put it on their face.
Yeah,
No, they
yeah,
gotta
we
swallow it.
Cum is
I think-
exfoliating. It's
I
true.
got an idea. On our next science project.
I don't know from experience,
Oh, no.
Hold
except
on a
for
second. Our next science
the
project.
girls I've
We
dated.
should swab. We should swab Leatherface's butthole and give it a COVID test.
Why for COVID? Why for COVID?
A
gonna
rapid
do
test
something
for
more
a nice
adventurous.
slow COVID.
I think you'll
swab.
find. I think you'll. You might not find. You might
I feel
not
sorry
find
I feel sorry for the
COVID.
dumb fuck pulling that fucking Q-tip out.
You might
Swab
not
it
find
and then send it to
COVID, but you'll
23andMe.
find fucking. You'll find
someone's
fucking
gotta take
cholera.
notes.
You won't find
So-
COVID. You'll find cholera though.
I know.
So
Chlamydia.
Purplesticky is interested into the different biochemical and
Irritable bowel
organic
syndrome.
chemical constituents of semen. I'm assuming like usual, like human semen. We've been using other animal fucking cum for
We can
years.
do.
I mean, that for
We can get him a
centuries.
Rake kit.
Other animals. So I will also look at the uses of the semen from other animals, like whales and bulls and shit like that.
Yeah.
For Jimmy.
But I know they've been using commercial products for a long time.
Rake,
long
Rake, are you trying to tell us you're using semen in your beard?
Wasn't there?
No, but I mean, it might
Sell it,
it
damn
might
it.
work
Sell it,
well.
sell it.
Make it soft.
Isn't there
make it
semen
soft.
and bull semen and
Sell
monster?
it, face. You need to sell it.
Well, there's different. Actually, there's a chemical called spermamine.
It's not working.
You know where that came from?
Lotion.
Yeah, lotion.
It puts the lotion on its
lotion of the
skin.
ocean. Yeah, but there's a lot of different things that people have used over the years that have probably come from giant loads, like from other animals, because people just can't
Yeah.
squirt that much.
We literally use like shit from everything from other animals. We use like weird shit from other animals. If there's a gland some obscure gland that we think is gonna do something.
And
like,
now,
maybe use
beard
that shit.
semen by Rake Yohn.
For real.
In stores now.
Yeah, but like I'll really look into it for you guys and talk about all the different things you could do with semen.
I bet.
Yeah, like
It's an interesting
cosmetically,
topic to go to
I'm
sleep
shaving
for.
cooking.
I don't like.
Yo,
to
but
talk
Ray-
about shaving tomorrow.
It's very
This girl, Laquanda, coming to check in right quick. I'm finna see what all the hype about with this mustard and this damn, this mustard and watermelon. Try to see what the hype about.
Hell
Piece of
no.
watermelon. It ain't gonna hurt me. Long as it ain't no raw shit and I'm good, I'ma eat it. But I'm trying to try. Why you know one thing about us pregnant women, we gonna try anything. Yes,
there you
a
go,
bitch
Jimmy.
pregnant again by guess who? Henry. Yes.
There you go, Jimmy.
Me and Henry had sex
there you go.
last night for the first time in 3 years. And guess what? Soon as he ate that little pie, guess what? I got pregnant. He didn't even have to.
There you go, Rake, Yohn.
I get pregnant
Fucking
just for him getting out here licking on them.
Rake, this is for you, Rake.
Here we go.
Girl, ever since I'm pregnant, we just did it last night.
Just shut up and eat the mustard.
Night. Guess what? Pregnant. Guess what? Pregnant. So for all y'all hoes, guess what?
Goddamn, executioner, stop talking and eat the watermelon.
One more, guess what? I might be pregnant with twins. Bitch, I know what I'm
Damn,
he's talking too long. I know.
Okay.
Executioner with lipstick.
Man, put that fucking video on, motherfucker.
Which one?
The one, you know what I'm talking about.
We'll save that.
Dancing on that pole, motherfucker.
It's
I tried it. It wasn't working.
It's motherfucker. Put that shit on and play it. Damn it.
For the bonus hour, but
don't sit there and because you don't want to do it,
works but
motherfucker.
that video.
Hit that motherfucking video and hit that.
You're gonna eat my tank.
All right, well,
Purplesticky, I think we're out of time.
All right, well, let's wrap that up. This is the first episode of Purplesticky presents the Rake Yohn Science Hour. Join us in 1, 2, 3 weeks for the next one because next week, or is next week Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah. Done.
All right, and then the following week we have a special show to conclude our Stone Age show on the Purplesticky podcast. And on the third week we'll be back to the Rake Yohn Science Hour. So 3 weeks from now, join us again if you want to see the Rake Yohn Science Hour. Rock on, guys.
What happened to Batman and
Joker?
Rob Wilds and Chris Casanova?
They're filming.
You see that shit?
They're in Florida filming Brokeback Mountain too.
You see what gay Joker did?
Yeah, he has him tied up.
There was a video released the other day of Batman rushing to the scene to help him.
Oh shit!
I thought we had that video, but it's not.
Rake, I firmly believe in the whole being able to have the out-of-body experience thing because I've experienced that in a dream. We should have a fucking podcast on weird dreams one day. Because
the next one, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Down. Okay, everybody.
Thanksgiving.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.
See y'all.
Yeah, like your uncle. Fuck us.
Watching that flame dance up my taint